Hey Adam, it's Brian here. I decided that I was bored of Facebook and I changed my password. I don't know what it is because I threw it away. However, I found another thing to entertain myself with, something called Apple Television. And I wanted to show it to you in private because I don't know that too many people know that I have it. And I imagine my family knew if I had this, they might be upset because I'm supposed to be saving money to fix my car, which isn't going too well. Uh, but that's okay because this is much cooler. Anyways, this is Apple Television. It's got all these neat things like iTunes and ABC, NBA, WWE Network, and some podcasts, which I'm gonna get here too. And you're like, why would I do that? Because Adam, you need an Apple Television. It's the most awesome thing I could ever imagine, and uh, it has things like UFC, uh, no filter, UFC, NFL. I thought I heard you were a fan of football. With a podcast of who? Oh no, I'm a Packer fan. Oh well.
We will play right off that in a little one-timers. We put 45 seconds on the. Is a lot of time. It's 45. We usually hit 20, so we're really excited about this. So one-star player that would be interested in having Mike Vick on his squad is Adrian Peterson. He tweeted this out on Wednesday. Wait for it. At Mike Vick would intently, we think he meant instantly, make the Vikings a playoff team. So Ephraim, do you agree or disagree with AP's tweet?
I intently agree. I think somebody like Adrian Peterson, who's probably the top running back in the NFL,
He is.
needs someone like a Michael Vick to take some of that pressure off him. They had a pretty crazy quarterback carousel going over there in Minnesota. Not sure, who's going to start bringing Josh Freeman in. And all that said, if they want Michael Vick to come there and be the starting quarterback, they need to show up that offensive line because quarterbacks were under fire all year with that offensive line.
Right, so does he instantly make them a playoff team?
He instantly makes them a playoff team if they go out and address the needs they have up front offensively and they need another weapon outside.
This is the same guy that gets hurt every single season.
Right. But this is also the same team that's only 1 year removed from a playoff appearance, so they're not that far gone.
Yeah, but that division's tough.
It is a tough division.
Tough 2 years ago, too.
I would like to see that, though. I'd like to see those two guys together.
You would like to see that?
Yeah, it'd be dynamic.
Staying in the NFL, Titan safety Bernard Pollard has been fined just under $100 by Commissioner Roger Goodell in the last 2 seasons. On a recent radio interview, Pollard was told that Goodell made over $44 million in 2012. So Pollard had a rather interesting reaction to that. Of course, it was $100,000. If I said $100, I'm not sure. So there's a big difference there. But regardless of that, Pollard wants Goodell gone from the NFL. Andy, your reaction?
It's so ridiculous. You know what doesn't happen to successful CEOs of companies that are worth over $10 billion and have illustrated amazing financial returns over the last 6 years? They don't get fired. That's just the reality of the situation. You can be mad at the rules of the game. You can be mad that he's fined you $100,000. Do not be mad at his salary. So $10 billion they make. He makes $44 million. Ralph Lauren, the company brought in $7 billion last year. He made $66 million in compensation.
Way different, Andy. These guys are building a corporation. This dude has inherited the NFL. The NFL was here before he was. He does not supposed to make $44 million in one season, and a player only, I'm on your side. Y'all money ain't even guaranteed, and he gets $44 million guaranteed money, and you get that. I don't get that.
I understand that, but you got, like Andy said, you got to look at it like this. It's a corporation. Yes, the NFL was here before Roger Goodell, but he's running the ship. He's running a tight ship. I think Pollard is just a little bitter because he's taking a personal attack because of of the money he's been fined, but the fact that he's making $44 million a
Do you
year
think that's
for
too much money?
for a $10 billion
Do you
corporation.
think that's
So
too
it
much
doesn't
money?
matter.
Well, to draw
Hold on,
Hold on. I want to know if
No, I
You
don't
think he
that-
deserves $44 million?
because a lot goes into being a commissioner of the NFL.
To draw
So
so
he should get $100 million a year.
Gary, to draw a parallel.
Okay.
So we're talking.
Ain't no way.
Let's stop.
Ain't no way.
When we were talking the other day, we were saying, does Colin Kaepernick deserve the $18 million a year that he's asking for? And I said no, but you guys brought up the point that that's fair market value for a quarterback. CEO versus CEO based on what the NFL is bringing in.
All right.
It's a fair salary.
I'll take it. Duke lost on the road to unranked Wake Forest, dropping them to 7-6 away from Cameron Indoor Stadium this season. So, Gary, is this squad a real threat to make a deep run in the tournament?
No, they're not. They're not a good basketball team. They need a point guard. They're not a good basketball team.
They're not
to be playing against top-notch teams. I'm telling you, when you get in the NCAA tournament, and when you move on to the next thing, you're going to play against the top. Your San Diego State will beat this team. Oh, yeah, I guarantee you. They done got they lost to Arizona. They done lost to top teams. These guys are banking on Parker. He's not playing well right now. The young player's not playing well. That's why Coach K got lightheaded today. He understands that this is not a good team, and he's nervous.
So, Gary, what are their weak points, dude, specifically?
Well, I think that they do not have a point guard. They do not have a go-to guy. I don't think Parker is a big man. They don't have a big man. They are not a good. They're a young team.
How far do they go in the tournament?
I think they make it to the second round. I think they can get beat in the second round.
All right, send it back over to Dom with some Hawks.
All right, there you go. I don't know what basketball has to do with NFL, but anyways, I just thought I'd show you that. I thought it was pretty cool. Cause you're pretty cool. You know, I've always enjoyed your stuff on Facebook, but I've about had all the fun I can have on Facebook. But my page will remain open. I just don't have my password anymore. But anyways, that's all I got from here, bud. You take care and you have a great day. Thanks.